Hello everyone, and welcome to today's Daily Splat. Now today, I would like to talk about swearing. Now, I may have mentioned it once or twice on these videos before, but I don't swear on these videos for a reason that I like them to be accessible to pretty much everyone. And also I know for a fact that some cousins of mine who are, well, children, are obviously too young to be hearing, foul language. But swearing is something that has recently been brought to the attention of, well, basically, football fans, I suppose, the main one. What with a certain Mr. Wayne Rooney, for those of you who aren't aware, a footballer who plays for the team I support, Manchester United, scored a goal in an important game, doing really well. He scored a goal, and in his celebrations, he swore into a television camera that was pointed right at him. And obviously it's caused, it was quite obvious what he was saying, and he repeated it a couple of times. A lot of people very, very unhappy with him swearing into the camera, saying, at the time in the UK, it was early afternoon, so there's children watching, and all that sort of thing. And I've talked about sportsmen being role models before, and saying it's not the best idea if you want to be role models for how to live your life. Wayne Rooney is one of the worst examples I can think of. He is known to have slept with prostitutes. He is known to, smoke, despite the fact he's a professional sportsman. There are a lot of things about his character which you just shouldn't copy. As much as he's, as much as he's equally a nice lad, and as much as he's an excellent footballer, he's not the best example setter. But I just wanted to talk about swearing really more. It's brought up a lot of things. Is swearing as bad as it once was? Whenever I go on the social networking websites like Facebook and Twitter, there's swearing all over the place. People going, this, a friend of mine has put up on Facebook recently something along the lines of, I'll just find it for you, but something along the lines of, I'll use the word bugger instead, because that's less. Oh no, actually he used screw you guys, I'm jumping ship and going to the Netherlands. Okay, so that's not too bad. But the thing is, I thought I read a swear word. The thing is, I have read swear words on here as status updates. I've also read them on Twitter. Sometimes one of the trending topics was things that pee me off, but P being the P word, that rhymes with hiss. So, it is certainly much more prevalent in somewhere like the internet. It's also becoming more prevalent in society. I hear a lot more people swearing now. When I'm out and about, so I do try and make an effort to not swear. I do swear if frustrated, or if I've stubbed my toe or something like that. I'm liable to go, oh, something or other. Sometimes I like to be a bit creative with the swear words and make up a new one. In fact, I've sort of use a word. I use the word twonk to sort of replace most swear words if I can, because I just feel it's a great word to say. You twonk, that sort of thing. It is something I do, and also it's not as bad as the biggies, the F word, the 2B words, and all that. But swearing it does have an impact. Swearing can cost you a lot of money. For example, a friend of mine, who will remain nameless, but you know who you are. He took part in a karaoke competition and he got to the final. And as part of this competition, you had to go up and sing 2 songs in fancy dress and things like that. And it was in front of a big room of people. And he went up, and before he started singing, to psych up the crowd, he was going, come on, everybody, get up, get ready, we're going to sing a song. It was Aerosmith's Don't Want to Miss a Thing, something like that. Anyway, he swore in the build-up, not in a provocative way, just in a, come on, let's go something mental, let's go twonking mental. And he was informed after he'd sung the song, and after everyone had sung their songs, that he would have won were it not for the fact that he swore. And because he swore, and it wasn't part of a song, the swearing, he was disqualified, and it meant that he didn't win the prize of $1,000. So swearing can be quite costly if you're not careful. But it certainly is an interesting thing. I just basically am putting this out there because I want to hear your thoughts on it. If you would like to share your thoughts with me, just you can leave a message down here. I'm sure many of you will leave swear words anyways, but go ahead, let me know your opinions. Also, you can contact me on Twitter. I'm at Splatticus, spelled SPLATTICUS, and you can just let me know your opinions there. And if there's enough of them out there, I'll collate them and see what the general public's reaction is. But certainly, swearing is it's a bit of an issue. Personally, my own personal opinion, I think, just to summarise everything, I suppose, and wrap it up, is I understand why people swear, because I do swear on occasion, and I don't think swearing is as bad as some people make it out to be. But equally, there is a reason why you don't say those words, and that's because they do cause offence to quite a few people. And I think, if you're with a group of, say you're a young guy, and you're with a group of, other 20-something blokes, they're not going to mind if you throw an F word or an S word around, or even the C word, depending on who your friends are. But I think, by and large, it's better just to not swear, or at least, restrict it to the likes of damn, bugger, and twonk.